flower bomb. Let me guess your favorite fragrance, and you got that bomb. I'm trying to detonate. No disrespecting, baby. Just try and make me smile. Try to keep my spirits up. That's why I lay it down. Try to keep your spirits up.
Hey, my followers. My lips orange because do I look studious?
You look like you go to the library for fun.
Okay, what's up, guys? So this is Nancy, and this is me. This is my lip gloss, my NYX. This is Juice Gloss. I'm gonna talk to y'all today.
About what?
We're gonna come up with a topic. What y'all want to talk about today? Car talks with the new assistants.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're gonna talk about. Nandi, what's the topic?
Let's talk about friendships. Let's talk about that. So recently,
Friends. How many of them have? Wait.
that was right. That was right.
How many of us have them? Friends.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Did the wrong thing, get shot in your face. Blah! Story time / topic. Okay.
So, first of all, I would like to say that being a friend and being friendly is two different things. Like, we've been watching a Real Housewives. Well, I'm be honest, Vanessa have been watching it, and I've just been like tagging along here and there. But I noticed, specifically on the Real Housewives of New York, they be using the friend word so loosely. Yes, all white women. They use the friend word so loosely, but they treat their quote unquote friends so bad. It's like they do something for a person, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna give to this charity, that's your charity, and I'm gonna do this and the third, and the whole season goes on about how they did this thing for a friend, but y'all keep like bringing it up and throwing it in that person's face whenever they don't do something that you want them to do, right? And so recently I had actually cut off a friend for like 8 years. Like, I've known this girl for 8 years. I cut her off because there was a moment in our friendship, and I won't ever forget it. I did one wrong thing, and she just could not get over that thing. Out of the whole 8 years, like, she just couldn't get over it. And instead of being honest with me, she was just like lying about how she felt about the situation. And I realized, I was like, I don't want to be in a friendship where if I do something wrong, or if you ever do something for me, you constantly bring it up and throw it in my face. That's not a friend. And at the time, I didn't see that. So that was...
She's seeing now.
Yeah, I'm seeing very clearly now. You know, no disrespect to her. I won't ever talk bad about her because we had some great times. But I think the time was up on the friendship. Like, it was up. Your hair looks so good. It's very defined. But yeah, I think people use the term friend way too loosely on that show. And plus, if you're gonna be a friend, be a friend. Like, I really do like what Bia said when she was like, if it come from the heart, then like, why are you, don't bring it up again. Like, that's what she said in one of her songs. And I'm like, yeah, like, don't bring that shit up again. If I mess up, if we friends, forgive me and move on. And I'm gonna tell you the tea. The mess up was, I was drunk. Mind you, I've been drunk on other occasions. I was drunk and I lied to her about where I was. That's why she could not trust me. She was like, you lied to me about where you were. And I was like, so you can't trust. And that was the one lie I ever told her in the 8 years that we've been friends. And she just could not get over it. Yeah, so if you don't, I was like, I gotta go, because this is some stuff a therapist needs to work on with you. I can't do it. And I tried, for months after. I really tried to be there for her. And she just didn't want nobody to be, she liked that. She liked being the damsel. And I was like, girl, at some point you gotta heal, because I'm not about to keep apologizing for the same stuff.
Not at all. Which
is what was happening. And I had no idea.
Nobody wants to feel like they're always doing something wrong in the friendship.
Right.
Like you don't ever feel like you're doing something right. If it feels that way, maybe you shouldn't be friends.
Right. But we had to learn that too. Remember, like, in high school when you told me that certain people, I'll say the person, but I'm not because it's your channel. I will say the person. So if you want to know the person, I just slide my DMs. I'll let you know.
Who the person?
Because she's still on my hit list.
I could just cut it out. Who's the person about her?
So we had to learn that when she was in high school, there was a person who we were mutual friends with. But friends, right? I swore we was friends. She was telling my sister, oh, your sister is gonna judge you for doing certain things. I want to tell her this, like, in her ear, just like lying to her. Mind you, I was like, me and Vanessa weren't even that close in high school. But at the end of the day, that's my sister. I don't care what she did. As long as she was safe, she was enjoying herself, I didn't care. But because everybody knew me as like, oh, I go to church, I'm waiting for marriage, she was like telling my sister that I would judge her. I'm like, I ain't judging nobody, because you don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through to get me to the point where I was like, I'm focusing on the Lord. Because in high school, you know what I'm saying, I was getting it in different ways. Not in the
drinking. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Because I don't know if our mother know that.
That was drinking. Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, I was lit, but we're gonna go. That's the oldness.
That's the old Menande. So I don't drink anymore like that, unless I feel necessary. Because that definitely is
Listen,
alcoholism.
When it comes to a drink,
you gonna have it. Not you gonna have it.
Listen, I mainly only drink with Blaine now because me and Blaine just be chilling. Like, we be vibing. And I don't be feeling, like, he'll make me feel bad for wanting to be lit. Like, last time we went to the bar, I was literally in the corner next to him dancing the whole night. He was just hyping me up. And I always be like, Blaine, can I get up and dance? Because, like, in the past, like, I be getting judged for, like, just wanting to be free. And he'd be like, Ness, why are you asking me, like, dance? And then I was asking him, can you twerk with me? Yeah. And he was looking at me like I'm crazy. But he was dancing with me, like, doing a little. So I mainly only drink with Blaine because it's always a vibe with us.
That's bro.
From another father and mother.
Absolutely.
Because that's really, like, I'll go to war behind him and Bree.
But anyways, back to what you're talking about.
But anyways, my bro.
Freaking, what you call it? They was wild. First of all, let me go tell her to get this tea.
Oh, right. But yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep on this friendship talk is big because I'm still going through a lot. We all know that I be having a lot of people I be thinking my friends, because when I have a friend, I just love them like no other. Or at least I think I do, but people could not think that. I don't know. People have their different ways they take me in, I guess. I don't know. But I'm just going through a lot.
I feel like Vanessa is such a great friend. And
I think so too.
And I'm not saying that just because she's my sister, because like I told y'all, we wasn't really close until recently, until like college basically. And even after college we got a whole lot more close. But the way that, and I'm very protective of her even though we weren't friends, right? We weren't super duper close friends. Because I saw how genuine she was and how much love she showed to the people she cared about. Even if it wasn't towards me, I was just like, she's a good person. Period. That's it. Like, whether she's related to me or not. And it was like I would see certain friends she had. I'm like, she ain't your friend. She's attached to you because of the favor and the love that you show people. And people love to use people who are just genuinely good-hearted to the point where they get shut off and closed down. And they just like, oh no, I ain't gonna show love in that way no more. Which is something I don't ever want to see happen to her.
And it won't, because these people ain't about to destroy me, my good heart.
And it all what I'm learning too is that love comes back. It may not come back from the person that you gave it to, but it'll always come back to you. Because that's what I'm learning. I didn't understand, like, oh, I love this person. I was so nice to this person. Why this person so mean? And God is just like, Nandi, you planted that seed of love. You planted that friendship or whatever with the person that you thought should have been in your life, and you didn't receive that back, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not coming back through somebody else. So Don't get discouraged, and don't be sad that you feel like, oh, I wasted time. You didn't ever waste time. All right, you learned a lesson, and you grew from those experiences. And now moving forward, you have no idea the new people that God will bring into your life, that you're going to actually reap what you sowed. It's just not from the person you thought it was from. Because that's how I felt about ending that 8-year friendship. And I would talk to her about it. I was like, I'm not even sad. Like, I didn't cry at all. And I was just like, I'm not sad, because if I kept holding on to a relationship that God wanted me to release, I would miss out on the new people he was trying to bring. And I don't want to miss out on anything God has for me.
It's completely different for me. When I myself ended a friendship in my head, I think that's like a Capricorn thing. Like, I had a whole funeral service for a person, and then, like, I would need to talk to them again. Like, in this situation, like, I just feel like I don't need to tell them how I'm feeling or nothing, because I was in my room crying, right? And because, like, the friendship our season is done, and that was the hardest junk to come to terms with. But certain things I didn't see in the friendship when I was, like, in it. I'm not saying it. Yeah, certain things I didn't see in the friendship, like, when I was in it, because I don't know.
I feel like I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
I didn't have discernment, but God knows that I got discernment now. I be seeing shit and feeling shit. Yeah.
Can I say
No, not you damn. Like, I'm not trying to get too deep. You want me to be crying on the camera? I ain't about to be crying on the internet.
Okay.
But yeah, I like release studios. But yeah, like, it is what it is at this point.
Right. I'm glad you had your funeral service. Mine just be like, I really don't even remember that they was even born. I think that's maybe it's because of the extra testosterone I got. PCOS, right?
Also, I had codependency issues, so, like, at first I didn't love myself, and then on top of a codependency issue, I was accepting anything from friendships and just being attached to people because I feel like I needed someone always 24/7. I just need somebody. I need what I wasn't getting. So once I learned that codependency is really, like, toxic, like, it's actually very unhealthy. Like,
that's why you didn't tell me my jacket thing was flipped up.
I didn't even see it. So unhealthy. Like, you should not be dependent on nobody.
And you know who probably instilled that in us? Our parents.
For sure, because they always told me Nandi would do everything for me. Like, that's what she was here for. And, like, that is so unhealthy. That made me not want to do nothing by myself until Nandi left, and I literally had no choice but to go to fuck up. And that was just last year, and I am 25 years old.
Yeah, so our parents, man, first of all, oh my gosh, I saw a TikTok where they was like, y'all need to traumatize your parents, traumatize them the way that they traumatize you. And I said absolutely, because ever since I started traumatizing my mother, telling her the stuff that I went through as a child, even though there was this one specific time where she, like, tried to throw it back in my face, I got out the car, started walking to church. I said, oh, I'm going to the Lord's house, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, you ain't finna make me feel bad for my decisions. Hello. So yeah, my mom tried to make me feel bad because of something that I did in the past, something I was very ashamed of, because I was so desperate for love, for friendship. And I was like, oh, I remember that sinking feeling like I have nobody in my corner. Then I remembered, but God. And I got out the car and I started walking to church. And she, like, got in the car, and I was in the car with her. I got out. I was like, I'm gonna go to the Lord's house, because the Lord don't judge me for what I've been through, not at all, and what decisions I made, and that's my safe space. So I was walking, she got in the car, started following me. Oh, get in the car. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I forgave her for that because I don't want to carry that with me.
Who are you in the car with?
I have no idea.
Who is that?
Rosie,
who is that?
Who that? Oh,
They
Your boy best friend?
Yeah.
If I
That's
just
secretly in
slap
love with you?
I'm dead. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Me and him been best friends since I was a sophomore, he was a junior.
Guess what? Guess how many best friends I had that all liked me? Ask everybody I went to high school with.
I know. I did the same thing. I had guy friends that secretly liked me too. But
He one of them.
This one, Jenny.
Okay, yeah, we back.
Big body bends.
You know what? Oh, let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember I told y'all about the girl that was lying to my sister about how I would judge her? So before I found all this out, I actually was hanging out with her. We went to a party together. I clogged her toilet. When I tell you I had a mean diarrhea poop.
Nandi!
I'm sorry.
TMI. No. I'll cut the cameras right now. Cut the camera.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I clogged her toilet. And I felt so bad about it because at this time I didn't know how to unclog a toilet, and I was too embarrassed to tell her or her mom because they were really bougie, uppity black folks. I didn't want them coming in and plunging it with me while I was there, like, and judging me, making fun of me. So what I did was I just closed the toilet lid and I left. So when I had found out everything that had happened, and how she was like trying to put divides between me and my sister, telling her all these lies, I was like, I'm so glad I've clogged your toilet. I'm so glad y'all had to unplug my SHIT. I was so happy. I just, that gives me a little bit of peace because I'm just like, I clogged your toilet. So like, it just made me feel better. God knew I needed to clog their toilet. I believe that was a
yo, you be wilding, yo.
I believe that was a God thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my hair popping.
It is. That's gonna be me on a bike, on a tail bike that he don't ever use this summer. Riding. But yeah. What else you want to talk about?
Yeah, friendships is like, friendship breakups be worse than breakups.
I feel like the only friends that I've had that I will feel devastated if I ever lost is you and Abri. I would literally, because for a while I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I've been through so many fake friends or guys who pretended to be my friend but actually was just trying to get with me. It's not that I'm numb to friendship breakups. It's like I understand this is what happens.
Right. It still hurts though.
I feel like after...
I think that's because you're not an empathetic person.
You think?
Girl, you think you're empathetic?
I think so. I think I can be. I have moments of empathy.
When?
First of all, you're not going to cut that out. Cut that out.
Like, you're able to feel what that person is feeling.
Yes. When Bernice's dog died.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When Abri's grandparents died, and I was like crying with him, and I was like devastated. When he got accepted into college, and I did something for him.
All my friendships now, I'm not losing no friends in my life anymore. Like, I gotta claim that. Because I ain't losing Tyler.
I love Tyler.
That is literally my soulmate.
She's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful
inside and out. Not even out. Like, we don't even have to worry about her outside of parents, because we all know she's beautiful. That girl got a heart of gold. I'm telling you, nobody, even when me and Tyler first became friends, she was like straight hair Tyler, and even then, like, it was we never had awkwardness in our friendship. She never made me feel bad for being who I was. Like, I literally could just be myself around Tyler, and it's like, do you know, like, not one time have I ever felt crazy around Tyler. And then if I be doing too much, like, she'd just say it, and like, it's like no awkwardness or nothing.
And even before I kind of got to hang around Tyler, I remember I think it was for your birthday, did you go to New York? Leaning more towards
She like Tyler, okay? She
Period.
like Tyler.
Tyler is a gem. I pray that Tyler and Vanessa's friendship, and also me and Tyler's friendship with Vanessa's approval, because Vanessa's so territorial.
Not territorial. I just love you know how you just want somebody all to yourself?
Sharing is caring, but okay.
Oh, for sure. I want you to feel the light Tyler brings into life in general. Not just my life. She's just like a light to the world.
She's
honestly.
She's a very sweet soul.
She's a light.
The stuff that I have grown to know about her has made me think that she was even more beautiful and more caring and compassionate.
She is the best. I don't have a friend like her.
I haven't met anybody that I felt comfortable with leaving Vanessa with besides Tyler and Blaine at one point.
Tyler's amazing. And if we're not married by like, I don't know, 50, we're just gonna marry each other. We said that.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
I love her. She's great. Distance and all, like, cause she in Chicago.
Hours later.
These come from white people having sex with animals. So, once again, white people, y'all the problem. But
I said what I said. Nene voice.
I gotta go pee. Literally.
Nani, you don't even remember what I was wearing yesterday.
Why would I remember what you were wearing yesterday?
Exactly.
Why?
I remember what you were wearing.
What was I? The same thing?
Underwear.
Girl.
Don't you get out this car without me. You better pee outside.
And be on a sex offender registry?
No cops around.
Bye, y'all.
She leave just like all the people in my life.
Shut up.
She leaving me. Just like all these niggas. All these niggas be leaving me. She got this nigga on y'all. She's so stupid. But yeah. Every hoe that shit on me got an ugly face and a botched body.